In a quiet suburban neighborhood, nestled amidst rows of houses, there stood a quaint home where a young teenager named Alex lived with their family. One fateful evening, Alex's parents had to attend a family emergency, leaving them home alone for the first time. Excitement and a sense of newfound freedom filled the air as the evening fell. Alex relished the opportunity to be in charge, imagining a night of movies, snacks, and uninterrupted relaxation. Little did they know that their solitary evening would take a sinister turn. As the hours passed, the creaks and groans of the house grew louder, amplified by the absence of the usual bustle of family life. Alex's carefree demeanor began to waver, replaced by a growing unease. Every shadow seemed to harbor something malevolent, and every small noise set their nerves on edge. To quell their rising anxiety, Alex decided to immerse themselves in a movie marathon, hoping the on-screen distractions would drown out their growing paranoia. But as they settled in, the TV flickered and distorted, emitting an eerie static. The sound of whispers, barely audible but filled with malice, filled the room. Fear washed over Alex like a tidal wave. They fumbled for the remote, desperately trying to regain control, but the TV continued to display distorted images of dark figures and twisted faces. The room felt suffocating, as though unseen eyes were watching from every corner. Suddenly, the lights in the house began to flicker, casting ominous shadows that danced on the walls. Alex's heart raced as they heard footsteps echoing through the empty hallways. Panic consumed them, and they reached for their phone, only to discover it was devoid of signal, a cruel reminder of their isolation. With trepidation, Alex crept through the house, their senses heightened and every creaking floorboard reverberating through their bones. The air turned icy, and a pervasive sense of dread settled in their gut. As they reached the top of the staircase, a chilling sight unfolded before them, a trail of blood leading to their bedroom. Heart pounding, Alex followed the trail, their mind reeling with horrifying possibilities. They pushed open the door, their breath catching in their throat. The room was in disarray, personal belongings strewn across the floor as if a whirlwind had torn through it. A cold breeze whispered across their skin, sending shivers down their spine. The window was wide open, curtains billowing in the wind. Panic turned to terror as Alex realized the intruder had been inside their home, lurking in the shadows, waiting for the perfect moment to strike. They raced through the house, desperate to escape the clutches of the unknown presence. The once familiar hallways became a labyrinth of uncertainty, doors slamming shut in front of them, trapping them in each room. Every attempt to escape was met with an impenetrable barrier, sealing their fate within the walls of their own home. As a final act of desperation, Alex barricaded themselves in the attic, seeking refuge from the horrors that lurked below. But as they huddled in the darkness, their heart pounding in their chest, they realized they were not alone. A menacing whisper pierced the silence, echoing through the confined space, a voice that promised an eternity of torment and suffering. Days turned into weeks, and weeks into months, but the horror never ceased. Alex remained trapped, their spirit broken, their mind slipping into the depths of madness. The house became their eternal prison, a reminder of the nightmarish ordeal that unfolded during that one fateful evening when they were left home alone. And so, the story serves as a chilling reminder that even the most familiar and comforting places can transform into a nightmarish abyss. It warns us of the sinister forces that can invade our lives when we are at our most vulnerable, forever altering our perception of safety and security.